chicken or the egg? Chicken, egg, chicken, egg. Well, who cares? All I want is an omelette. But what came first? Chicken or the egg? Let's see what my girlfriend has to say about this. Honey. What? Alright, so here's what we're going to do, right? I cannot stay awake that late for my girlfriend to text her every night, so I'm going to use Python. So what I'm going to do is open my code editor. I'm using VS Code here, right? And I'm going to import a library that is known as PyWordKit. If you want to know more about PyWordKit, I'm going to link the video above where I talk about installing PyWordKit, right? So you can go to that video and see. So PyWordKit has a function that is known as send what message, right? So you can do send what message, and the first argument that it takes is the phone number. So I'm going to add my girlfriend's phone number, right? So here I'm going to add it, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to show you my girlfriend's number, right? So the next argument that it takes is what message do you want to send. So I'm going to say something like good night, right? Because that's what she always wants, that I text her good night. And then I'm going to add a time at which the message should be sent. So you can make it anytime, but what I'm going to do is set it after 1 minute from now, right? So I'm going to say, let's say 16:10, and then I want the next argument that it takes is that after how much time after opening that WhatsApp tab in your Chrome browser should it close, right? And I'm wanted to send it after 15 seconds. Then I'm going to set it to true, so that I've closed that tab after the message has been sent, and I'm going to say after 2 seconds close the tab, right? So I'm going to save this and run this script, and what's going to do is once it runs, it's going to open the WhatsApp. So it's saying in 5 seconds WhatsApp message will open, and after 30 seconds the message will be delivered. So you can see here the WhatsApp tab has been opened here, and what it's doing is that it has started the chat, and now after 15 seconds it's going to deliver the message of good night, and there you can see that it has sent that message, and then it's going to close the tab, and now I'm hustle free and my girlfriend will always be happy. So now we have a new problem at hand. Now all my girlfriends are angry with me, right? So how do I text all of them uh, at whatever time they want, right? Each girlfriend has their own preference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an Excel file over here, right? I'm going to arrange all my girlfriends and keep all their data over here, right? So I'm going to give a column that's going to be like the um, girlfriend's name, right? Uh, After that, the next column that I want is their phone number, uh, and the next one is what message do I want to send them, and that's going to be this message, let's say, and at what hour or what minute do I want to send that message, right? So I'm going to give it hour and minute. So now what I want is that, all right, so my first girlfriend's name, well, I'm not going to tell you the name, but let's just say she is the cute one, and her phone number is let's say, I'm gonna write a phone number. I'm not gonna show you because this is her actual phone number, right? So I'm gonna hide that. But let's say here is her phone number, and then I want to text her good night, baby. And what else do I want? Well, I want to text her at a certain time, right? So I'm going to say something like, um, what time do I want that? I want that this time. And then I have another girlfriend, and she is the very cute one. Oh, you have no idea. And I'm gonna put in her text, her phone number, and I'm putting this I'm putting this in certain ways. And if you want to find out how what am I doing, what I'm doing, or why I'm doing this, I'm gonna link some Excel tutorials on my page, and you can follow those videos for that, right? So I'm gonna write some number over here, again, I'm not gonna show you what that is, um, and I'm gonna say something like, I love you. She really likes that, and I'm gonna give it some time. She likes it generally later on, so I'm gonna give it a different time. And then I have another one, that the one with the very big eyes, and her phone number is going to come here, and I'm gonna say something like, well, she likes some kisses, right? So I'm gonna give it a different time. Um, let's say this time, and then I have another one, the one with, oh, she has very, very, very big eyes, right? And I'm gonna put her phone number here, and I'm gonna say something like, um, I miss you, and I'm gonna put some time over here, right? So what now I can do is, let's say I have this all, and I have to do is I can save this as a CSV file, and I can use that CSV file uh, in my code, right? So I'm gonna put it exactly where my code is gonna be, right? So I'm gonna so here in my code editor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import the library that we used before, that is PivotKit, and then I'm going to import another library, that is CSV, right? So this comes built in with Python. And now I want to open that CSV file which I just saved, and I had named it send message.csv, and I want to tell Python how to what do I want to open it for. So I want to open it for reading, right? And I'm going to give it a name. Let's say I'm going to name it file. And then Python has a function that it can read the CSVs as a dictionary, right? So I'm going to say csv.dict reader, and I want to read the file as a dictionary, right? I'm going to save that in a variable, and that saves us a lot of trouble. So I'm going to say reader is equal to csv.dict reader and file. Now I want to show you that how does this dict reader store the CSV. So I'm going to say, let's just iterate over this reader dictionary. So I'm going to say for row in um, reader, right? Just print the row, and once I run this, here you'll see that it has printed the entire dictionary, right? So the girlfriend's name, the phone number, the message, and then the time at which she has to be texted, right? So now that we've seen this, what we actually need is we need to use our PivotKit library as before, and we're going to say send what message, right? And who do we want to send it to? Now we want to send it to the that particular row's phone number, right? So we're going to say phone number, and then we want to send we want to give it the message, right? So the message of that row, so every message can be different, and you can customize it according to your needs, right? And then what I want, that I want to send it I want to send it to the hour and the minute, right? We want to tell it the times, right? So I'm going to say row uh, and r, but r here here you can see the r is stored as a text, right, as a string. So I'm going to say int, so it converts the text into an integer, and then it saves it, right? And then I'm going to say int, same for the minutes. So I'm going to say int row and minutes, or I named it min, right? So I'm going to say int row min, so it converts it into a number before sending it. And then I'm gonna close this, right? And I can also give it additional arguments, like I can say that you can send the message after 15 seconds, and then you have to close the tab, the WhatsApp tab, and you can close it after 2 seconds, right? So once now, just for your demo purposes, you can see the time with me is 4:43. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to change this to let's say 4:45, right? I'm going to save it. And now once I run this, what it's going to do is that pivot kit is going to run. So it says in 53 seconds the WhatsApp will open, and after 15 seconds the message will be delivered, right? So after 53 seconds here, we're going to wait a bit so that the WhatsApp tab opens, and then the message is delivered. And every one of my girlfriends is going to get this their customized message at their preferred time according to my Excel sheet or my CSV file, and I'm going to be hassle free. So here you can see that it has opened the WhatsApp tab, and here the message is written. So after 15 seconds, this message will be delivered. And here you can see the messages.